stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Hello. This is gonna seem weird, but it's because I had to move stuff. Sorry. I know it doesn't look like I'm looking at you, but I am. The camera's over there. Now I'm looking at you, but you guys are over there. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. I was just gonna text you. No, I don't have to. No, I don't have to. So it may not look like I'm looking at you, but I am. Okay. This is also the better side here, so that works out well. I had to move my CPU because my stuff wasn't working because it wasn't close enough to the thing in there, and now it's working fine. Yay. Okay. Doesn't matter the problem, just take care of it as it comes along. Here, I'll put up everybody's favorite thing, the ticker. All right, there's another problem I need to solve soon, right? All right. So much for preaching on that. All right. Today we're going to be talking about life is not a dead end. You know, there's so many fucking cool things in this life. It's ridiculous. Oh, and do me a favor, Amber. Do not use at everybody on or everyone on this one. I'm kind of writing an email about that too. I'm ready to send you guys all a nice lengthy email. You know how I am. I like the little hat. So I'm going to get started at the 3-minute mark, per as usual. I did notice when I do that at everyone, because there's, you know, Amber's here right now, that number will go like 7, 8, 9, 10. It does increase our views, and I'm excited about that because we're getting more comments, other people's experience. That's what I'm going for. This isn't about me being right or wrong. It's about getting us to think. Okay? It's just that I happen to take the shit for it because I'm the one doing it. Okay, so that's kind of a reasonable expectation, right? But anyway, welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host today. You're actually going to see a lot of things coming up here soon that I will be hosting and producing. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It's good stuff. And if you like this video, or if you think other people might get something out of it, if you think this video will help somebody else, please share it. All right. I'm just going to shut my door real quick so I don't hear them meowing kitty all the time. Meow, meow, meow. With 5 cats, you know, one is bound to be meowing. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you. Okay. So I'm pulling this out as Bill sees it today, which means I'm just going to go sister read out of the 12 by 12. So we're going to close this. We're going to go to 12 by 12. I guess I could tell you which pages if you want to follow along. 106 is where we're going to start. It is the beginning of step 12. Yeah. Well, what happens to me when I complete the work? Am I going to become an enigma? And am I just not going to matter anymore? No. Mm-mm. Here's the thing. God's got a plan for you. Let's put that a different way. Your higher power has a plan for you. Okay? They have a plan for you. And I have found, and I'm a pretty imaginative guy, but God outdoes me on all of it. Sometimes I receive gifts I didn't even know that I wanted. Or let me rephrase that too. Sometimes I receive gifts that I didn't realize that I needed. Okay? Need and want. Let's talk about that just for a second. Because there's a difference. Okay? A need is water, food, air. That's what you need. The rest of it's want. If I miss some basic human needs. Shelter is not a basic human need. Sorry. You can live without shelter. That is a want. Okay? Anything materialistic. Do I need this? No. No, I sure don't. Hi, Emma. We were just waiting for you to get here. Now we can get started. So, my little chipmunk. With a cool voice. Oh, he got a little cute voice there. So, let's get to 12 by 12. Page 106. Start at the top. Step 12. Having had a spiritual awakening. See, there's a spiritual, There's the spiritual experience, but there's also a spiritual awakening. And it's not kidding on that awakening, man. I'm telling you, step 11 lately has just been, man, it has been, it's been probably the biggest portion of my life lately. A lot of God consciousness going on. At first it was scary because I didn't realize what was going on. Now that I do, I'm loving the hell out of it. So now, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, it'll be like the biggest fucking epiphany you've ever had. It'll be like a 2x4 upside the head that just knocks some sense into you. We tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all of our affairs. Do you know the principles? There are 12 principles. It's the only reason I keep this book around, because it's easy for me to find the principles. There are 12 principles to each step. Right, put it towards the camera there. All right? I'm just going to read them off real quick. Step 1 is honesty. Step 2 is hope. Step 3 is faith. Step 4 is courage. Step 5 is integrity. Step 6 is willingness. Step 7, humility. Step 8 is brotherly love. Step 9 is justice. I love saying that word, justice. Step 10, perseverance. Step 11, spiritual awareness. Step 12, service. Service. Okay? It's one of our Trinity. We have a Trinity. Unity, recovery, and service. Service work. Okay? You're now in step 12. Your life is all about service work now. Okay? And you can do service work in a lot of different ways, but usually it comes in the form of sponsoring other people. Okay? You can even go beyond that and do what Trudging Together is doing, the people at Trudging Together are doing. And what we do there is we create service work. That's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's get to it. All we did was read the actual step. The joy of living is the theme of AA's 12th step, and action is the key word. Not the principle, the key word. Action. You're a person of action now. Everything you do has got to have action in it. Right? Sitting around on your butt all day, eating cheese nips, or cheese puffs, and getting orange fingers while Netflix binging The Witcher is not going to do it. You could do that during your decompression at the end of the night if you like. Here we turn outward toward our fellow alcoholics who are still in distress. Okay? I don't know the stats. Wish I did. But I don't know the percentage. I'm going to take an educated guess. I would say, what, 70% of the people know there's a way out? And I think that number's high. Okay? Hey, Gary, good to see you, brother. Here we experience the kind of giving that asks no rewards. Yeah. No rewards. Here we begin to practice all 12 steps of the program in our daily lives so that those about us may find, wait for it, emotional sobriety. What? It's in the 12 by 12? Then how come? Never mind. It doesn't need to go in this. All right. When the 12th step is seen in its full implication, it is really talking about the kind of love that has no price tag on it. We call that unconditional love. And that's exactly what it is. God gives me unconditional love. I was at a meeting the other day, and the topic was, what has AA taught you? And I said that the biggest thing that it has taught me, or the thing that I appreciate the most, is that I can now love every person in this world appropriately. And I found out that love is indispensable. So there is no price tag. We do it without any thought of something coming back to us. Hey, Ingrid. Everybody's coming for this one. It's a good topic, man. Oh, Ingrid, I'm on page 106 in the 12 by 12. I'm now going to be doing the second paragraph. Our 12th step also says that as a result of practicing all the steps, we have each found something called a spiritual awakening. To new AAs, this often seems like a very dubious and improbable state of affairs. What do you mean when you're talking about a spiritual awakening? They ask. Oh my God, so fun. Maybe there's many definitions of spiritual awakenings as there are people who have had them. Okay. You're different. You may not be terminally unique, but you're unique. Oh, you're outside. Oh, they're in there playing D&D, and you're outside the library. Sure, the library has a 12 by 12. It's probably a banned book. So, but certainly each genuine one has something in common with all the others. And these being which they have a common are not too hard to understand. When a man or woman has a spiritual awakening, the most important meaning of it is that he has now become able to do, feel, and believe which he could not do before on his unaided strength and resources alone. You come to the realization that this takes a tribe. It takes a lot of people. Okay? Find your tribe. Find your tribe. If you can't find your tribe, go trudging together. We'll find your tribe for you. Or you'll just join us. We're a bunch of weirdos, man. We are. Everybody that's part of it trudging together is an odd duck. It's there for anybody that finds it hard to get out or that needs somebody to talk to right now. Okay? Because they need to have those resources. And what we've done is what we have done, not doing, is we have created recovery equity. Right? We're setting a new standard. Right? And the new standard is the same standard as it's always been. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. It's all peer to peer. Okay, anyway. He has been granted a gift which amounts to a new state of consciousness and being. He has been set on a path which tells him he is really going somewhere, that life is not a dead end, not something to be endured or mastered. Yeah, I'm not trying to master my recovery. Oh. But, I have a lot of things that come across my plate now. And even now, I'm amazed at how I can handle them. And I'm really enjoying that. It's helping my self-esteem. Okay. But we also have to keep in mind that we must always throw a dash of humility into everything that we are doing. That's where we get the right words. That's where God speaks through us. I only need to check this because I had a sponsee. Okay. Ooh, Naya. Hold on. We might have some good news here. Yay! Hold on. This is good news. The month of August after the 12th. Naya is the person that sings the song in the beginning. Is my niece. And she has written a full-length song, and now we're getting ready to trying to figure out when she's ready. So Amber, I'm going to be calling your guy here probably next week. And we're going to get the full song out there. We need it now. So, all right. Thank you for letting me do that, because I like to share good news together. It's like buying a new car. It's not cool until your best friend sees it. Otherwise, it's just a stupid car. All right. He finds himself in the possession of a degree of honesty, tolerance, unselfishness, peace of mind, and love of which he had thought himself quite incapable. What he has received is a free gift. And yet, usually, at least in some small part, he has made himself ready to receive it. Wow. That's what's going on with me. Okay. AA's manner of making ready to receive this gift lies in the practice of the 12 steps in our program. So let's consider briefly what we have been trying to do up to this point. All right. 18 minutes. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because step 12 is very, very long, as it should be, but I'm going to go back towards the end. So step 12, so the topic isn't really step 12. No, hi Mandy. No, a wizard is never late. Pulling out my Lord of the Rings stuff here. What we're talking about is that life is not a dead end. That when you get to the 12th step and you start helping others, you just live in a different world. Okay? Your eyes shine. You usually got a smile on your face. If somebody talks to you, I'm usually calm. This is my usual voice now. Almost always. I don't have to raise it. I don't have to yell. I don't have to scream. I don't need to get angry. And it's very freeing. Okay? It's a peace and serenity I've never felt before. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I want more. There it is. Okay. Doesn't that sound like an addiction in and of itself? A little bit healthier though, right? But today in well-matured AA, these distorted drives have been restored to something like their true purpose and direction. Hold on. Yeah, that's a good place to start. So now I'm on page 124. But today in well-matured AAs, these distorted drives have been restored to something like their true purpose. We no longer strive to dominate or rule those about us in order to gain self-importance. We no longer seek fame and honor in order to be praised. That was the big one for me. I had to work very, very hard at that. Okay? When by devoted service to family, friends, business, or community, we attract widespread affection and are sometimes singled out for posts of greater responsibility and trust. And God may come to you at some point and say, I've got something you need to do. It's going to be out of your comfort zone. This was all out of my comfort zone. But look what it turned into. Look what it turned into, man. It created a whole new life for me. I have a whole new set of friends, actual friends, friends that care about me. When I got here, I didn't have 6 people to carry my casket. No. Today, I think I could probably find 6 people to carry my casket. Actually, it'll be easy because I'll be in an urn. But you see my point, okay? I want to leave this world knowing I left my mark on it. That I left a good, valued mark on it. And that what I do, it can be continued by the next person that comes along. That's why I did it. Trudging Together is my ode to the world, you know. True leadership, single out for greater responsibility. We try to be humbly grateful and exert ourselves the more in the spirit of love and service. That's what I did. True leadership absolutely. I'd love to see that, Amber. True leadership, we find, depends upon able example and not upon vain displays of power or glory. You know, God does a lot of that for me. Because since my will is in line with His, when He does give me something, I'm thinking about all the people it might help. Okay, so, you know, then if you go, hey, Chris, good to see you, man. So, you know, so when these different people come into my life, I love sitting down with people and saying, you know, what's your passion? What is it that you want to do? You know, and we're not talking about money. What's your passion? And, or sometimes a lot of people will come to me with their passion. And I listen. 9 times out of 10, their passion isn't their passion. They just saw somebody else doing it and thought it was kind of neat. Okay. But that doesn't mean we don't stop, because I start seeing things in you. And then I will start to make, you know what, I think you'd be really good at this. What do you think about that? Yeah, but you know what? That would be even cooler. See, now we got it. Now we got you. We're going to do something about that. Yeah, I'm going to get you excited. You should be excited. You got a whole new life in front of you, man. A whole new life. You should be excited about it. Don't drink over it, though. Here's, I love this line. Still more wonderful is the feeling that we do not have to be specially distinguished among our fellows in order to be useful and profoundly happy. Yeah. You know, when I first started this, I was looking at my likes, and I don't even look at that stuff anymore. I'll look at post reach and, you know, things like that. But, you know, I don't get into it because that's not what matters. It's the message that matters. And even for myself, I have to be reminded every now and again that I do this to help at least one person a day. And if it does that, then it's accomplished it. But that, so let's say that happened at 9 o'clock in the morning. I still got the whole day to help more people. Yeah, me too, Chris. I really like the profoundly happy because that's what I am. I couldn't put a word to it, and then I saw that, and it's true. It's an elation I've never felt before. Not many of us can be leaders of prominence, nor do we wish to be. Service gladly rendered, obligations squarely met, troubles well accepted or solved with God's help. The knowledge that at home or in the world outside, we are partners in a common effort. The well understood fact that in God's sight, all human beings are important. The proof that love freely given surely brings a full return. Ugh. Stupid run-on sentences. This is all the English on it. And I say this to this day. The best gift I gave my favorite auntie, my wife, my daughters, my mom, was the fact that they didn't have to go to bed at night wondering if they were going to get a phone call that I was dead from alcohol. As a horrible death, and nobody wants to see it. It is the best gift that I've been able to give them. Now they can go to bed at night and say, you know what? Dion's doing things that I just didn't expect. I didn't expect it either. Isn't that neat? Isn't that like the coolest thing in the world? You know, my reputation is very, very good amongst most people, right? And I appreciate that because it tells me I'm doing the right things. Right? Doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to get everybody. I'm glad too, Chris. And I'm sorry I went away for a little minute. I missed you. You found a secret library? Oh, nice. Man, I want to know where the secret library garden is. So thank you for being here. I love you, Ingrid. The certainty that we are no longer isolated and alone in self-constructed prisons. The surety that we no longer need to be square pegs in round holes, but can fit along and belong in God's scheme of things. Seems like I just read this the other day because I did. These are the permanent and legitimate. I think I messed up there too last time. But the last time, I don't think it was here. These are the permanent and legitimate satisfactions of right living, for which no amount of pomp and circumstance, no heap of material possession could possibly be substitutes. There is no amount of money in the world that will buy it. Nope. You cannot buy willingness. God doesn't do money. We made money. We made material things to make our lives easier. Okay? Hold on, I'm catching up here. Movie. What movie? Okay. Yeah. Okay. True ambition is not what we thought. True ambition is the deep desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of God. So when I'm thinking of books, right? So when I say that happiness isn't the goal, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I am profoundly happy, which is a dividend of the service work that I do. That's it. It's that simple. These little studies of AA's 12 steps now come to a close. We've been considering so many problems that it may appear that AA consists mainly of racking dilemmas and troubleshooting. To a certain extent, that is true. Okay? So, the thing is that is true. I had meant something good too. All right. The thing is, a lot of these troubles are going to go away by the time the fourth and fifth step hits. That's not what I was going to talk about, but I'll give it something. We've been talking about problems because we are problem people who have found a way up and out and who wish to share our knowledge of that way with all who can use it. For it is only by accepting and solving our problems that we can begin to get right with ourselves and the world about us, and with Him who presides over us all. Understanding is the key to right principles and attitudes, and right action is the key to good living. Therefore, the joy of good living is the theme of AA's 12 steps. With each passing day of our lives, may every one of us sense more deeply the inner meaning of AA's simple prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yay, wisdom. So you can see that life is not a dead end. In fact, I probably have more going on now than I ever have in my life. I've given it time. Even my kids are coming back. And I didn't think that was ever going to happen. I really didn't. I was not expecting that. And that's the thing is when we do this, we don't expect anything in return. You can't. But you do. You do. Okay? But you don't know what it's going to be. It's like a surprise party every day. That's some people are going to be like, I hate surprises. Well, too bad. So, all right. I'm going to go. Yep. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was good having everybody. What a great group. What a great group. And I'm at a loss for words. I love you guys. I love you all. Right. Peace out. And have a day. Have a great evening. Have a great fucking night.